Welcome to the Radiant Life podcast. I am your host, Tatiana, and I am a master mindset coach, and I'm obsessed with empowering you to live and create your best life possible. If you're looking to uplevel your mindset, life, happiness, and success, then you are in the right place. My goal with this podcast is to help you see the potential within yourself, to be able to break the limiting beliefs and habits that are holding you back, and to help you feel inspired to get clear with who you are in order to create the life you desire. Thank you so much for listening. Now let's get into today's episode. Hello, and welcome back to the Radiant Life podcast. If you are new here, hello and welcome. Don't forget to subscribe and follow so you can be updated with all of the new podcast episodes to come in the future. Today's episode, I just wanted to share something that just happened to me today that was on my heart this entire weekend, and I want to speak it because I feel like a lot is going on in the world. And for me primarily, it is Monday morning, and I woke up this morning to do my typical, when I first get into work, I check my social medias, my messages, and I went on Facebook today, and I couldn't get on. Turns out my Facebook was hacked, and they changed the password. It's a mess because you can't get in contact with Facebook. It's a shit show. So this is a side note. Update your passwords, make them difficult so you don't get hacked. But not only that, my wallet got stolen 2 weeks ago, and I just feel like what else could go wrong? Not even just me with the world. This weekend, Lil Nas came out with these Satan shoes. I mean, we're hearing about, deaths, these shootings, COVID in general, and everybody, being in quarantine or losing their jobs and their businesses, or all of this division and cancel culture that's going on. It just feels really dark in the world. Am I right? And you might be sitting here what the heck is going on? What are we doing? The world is ending. Maybe not, but I know I'm not alone when I say it feels really dark right now in this world. And what do we do, right? And I want to share this because it can be so easy for us to get caught up in the negatives, get caught up in the dark, and think nothing is good is happening. The world is ending, just expecting more bad stuff to happen. And I want to take a note on a few things because one, what we focus on expands. And if you believe the world is horrible and the world is filled with only horrible people and the world is dark, that will become your reality. And you will continue to see more of that because you will be looking through the lens of the world is ending, the world is horrible, nothing good is happening, right? And I'm not saying nothing bad is happening, but it's also important to remember that for every bad or negative story, there's also a positive. And I really want to remind you that not everything you see in the media, on the news stations is real or is the only thing that is going on. Meaning, let's be real, the media, articles, journalism, news, their rankings go up when they have negative stories. It's a fact. Studies have showed it's a 17-to-1 ratio on a daily basis from a negative to a positive story on a news station. 17-to-1, you guys. What? That's insane. How much negativity are you allowing into your life by watching these news channels, right? Australia once did a study that they're like, you know what, we're only going to, or I don't know if they switched the ratio or did positive only, whatever it was, and their ratings or their watchings, subscriptions, whatever, views dropped over 70% decrease. It's kind of sad. It's oh, okay, people aren't interested in good things that are happening in the world, only the bad. I mean, what? I don't want to start my day turning the news on, having my cup of coffee with negativity. And I'm saying that because I'm aware things are happening in our country. I'm aware things are happening in our world. But there's a difference between being aware of it and then allowing it to consume you and allowing it to become everything you see. It's we're wired to be fascinated with the negative. But there's, time and place to be aware of it and to do something about it and to play your part versus allowing it to consume you. And every single day, wake up, watch the news, something negative, as if nothing good is happening, because so much good is happening, right? And so that's why I wanted to create this episode, because how can we handle these dark times in a dark world? How can we be a light? We're meant to be a light. And if you're here listening to this, you are meant to be a light and shine that light bright in this dark world. So how do we handle this? Like, honestly, how can we be better? This is something that I was just thinking about so dearly on my heart all weekend. Like, after I saw those shoes, I was like, wow, this is really heavy. Like, Satan is not hiding. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go look up like the Satan shoes with like Lil Nas, and I don't know if it was Nike or whatever the collaboration was. And I was like, wow, nothing is being hidden anymore. But I'm not going to allow that to make me feel defeated or to make me feel like the world is ending, because there's so much we can do. There's so much good. There's so many good people. There's so many love and light. So how can we be more of that? We need to spread more love and more positivity within ourselves and within one another, and choose our battles. It's so important for us to stay out of fear right now. If fear is ruling you, and it will rule your world. And that will cause so many, not even just mental things, it will manifest into diseases. And just, if you are living in a state of fear, nothing good will come out of it. It's just how it is. So how can you be a light in a dark world? It first starts with taking care of yourself, because you can't make a difference in the world. You can't help change the world if you're not taking care of yourself first. You know, like those airplane masks, they tell you to do your mask first before you help someone else put on the mask. Same goes for you. Right? This is why I'm so big on like self-care and taking care of yourself and filling up your cup, right? So take time for yourself. Do some deep breaths. Go on a walk. Get some sunshine. Get into meditation. If you've never meditated before, scroll down a few episodes. I have a 3-part series of beginner's meditation. Do some of those. YouTube meditations. Go on a swim. Take care of your body and nourish it with healthy, nutritious foods. Get a workout in. Maybe take a little trip, a weekend off of work, a weekend off of like life, a weekend off of social media. Do a social media detox. Maybe choose to stop watching the news and accounts that are toxic and are constantly posting all of these horrible negative stories. Make time to spend with yourself, to spend with people who make you feel loved and in a higher vibration. Because when you are in a higher vibration, you overpower negative vibrations. It's a fact. It is science. It's just how it is. So do what makes you feel good. That will make you feel love, light, positive, so that you can radiate that into the rest of the world. Right? And tell yourself, create some affirmations. One of them that I've been saying is like, I am the light that is here to help spread in the world. And I'm choosing to make the world a better place by starting with myself and what I have control of. I am choosing to see the good. I am choosing to see the positive. I am choosing to be the light and to spread more light and positivity and love. And I do that every single day, because we change the world by first changing ourselves. That's literally one of my coaches, one of his sayings. We change the world by first changing ourselves. And if we first change ourselves to look at the good, look at the positive, bring more light into the world, turn off the TV, be aware of it, because, we want to be aware, like, what is going on, but you don't need to watch the news to do that. You can be aware in different ways and get educated in those ways versus allowing them to just infiltrate you with fear, darkness, and negativity, right? You are meant to spread light. You're listening to this for a reason, and I truly believe you are listening to this because your mission here is to help spread more light, love, and positivity in this world, and our world needs more of it now. Okay, so this is just a quick episode. It kind of just like, I said enough. I was like, oh my goodness, my wallet was stolen. My Facebook is hacked. I could easily just be like, the world is ending, my life. Oh my goodness. And look at the bad. But no, 1, I know it's not the end of the world. 2, I learned a really big lesson. But 3, I know based on facts, based on like everything. I've done my research. For every negative, there's a positive plus more. I believe there's like 5 positives for every negative, but in this case, the media, the news stations, they don't get anything from it. There is good in the world going on. We just need to search for it. Okay? So I hope you are having an amazing day. I hope this has inspired you to get into a higher vibration and start radiating some love and light into the world. And let's change the world, you guys, by first changing ourselves. All right? Well, if you enjoyed this little episode, this little message that I had on my heart for you, take a screenshot, share it on Instagram. Let me know what you think. Let me know what is something that you took out of this. Don't forget to follow or subscribe to this podcast so you can get notified for all of the future episodes to come. And as a little goodie for you guys for listening, I appreciate you so much for the last 2 months. 2 months since this podcast has launched. I appreciate you. And I have created a little manifestation meditation for you in exchange for an iTunes Apple review. So how you can get that meditation is you submit a review, but before you press the submit button, make sure you take a screenshot, send it to my email address, which is below in the show notes, and just, write meditation for review. Let me see, and I'll send it over to you. And thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for your support. And I hope that meditation is one that you love and one that can help you manifest all of your dreams into your reality. All right? Keep your head up. Keep looking for the good. Keep looking for love and positivity. And let's shine on into the rest of the world. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you in the next episode. Thank you so much for tuning in today. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with me and write an Apple iTunes review so I can keep the good stuff coming your way. If you aren't following me already, you can find me on Instagram at Tatiana_Kuto. I appreciate you so much and cannot wait to see you in the next episode. In the meantime, continue to shine bright and embrace your radiance.